Hi everyone and welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be working on the ML. The annoying loss of power has reared its ugly head again. This time around though, I think it's actually something to do with the fuel filter. It looks like the fuel filter hasn't been changed maybe ever, or if it has, then it certainly hasn't been recently. And I think we've got an issue with fuel, not enough pressure. Let me show you what we got here. We've got a fuel pressure kit here. We're going to use that on this Schrader valve so that we can see how much pressure is actually being built in the fuel rail. Now, really ideally we want something between 50 and 60 psi, and it needs to be consistent, not fluctuating all over the place. So it'd be interesting to see what we actually get when we connect this up. So let me get it all connected up and then we'll show you what we're doing. Okay, so we've got the Schrader valve connected. As you can see, this is screwed on nice and tight. Yep, nice and tight. I've got the valve into an old Vedex so that I can reuse the fuel when I want to let off the pressure with this little valve here. But now what we'll do is we'll turn on the engine and see what we get at idle initially. And as I say, we want to see this going up to about between, I don't know, 50 and 60 psi, but we certainly don't want to see it fluctuating all over the place. So let's see what it gives us. Okay, this is good because we are getting a consistent like 52. I think what we'll do now is we'll rev the engine and see what we get. Okay, so that seems to be holding the pressure really well, even under load. What I'm going to do now is turn the engine off and see what it gets, like to see if it keeps this pressure with the engine off, because that will let us know if the fuel filter is actually okay with the the regulator and the little valve inside. See, it's kept the pressure, really not dropped much at all, to be honest. I mean, that is a good sign. It definitely is a good sign, but then it doesn't explain my power loss, does it? Further investigating, I guess. I want to replace the fuel pump on this Ml55. As you know, we've got misfire issues. I'm wondering if it is fuel related, so we're going to do the fuel filter, but I also think it's worth changing the pump. So have a look here. Fuel pump that's underneath the seating, and it's a matter of disconnecting these, the power, and unscrewing this and getting it out. Now obviously I want to get as much fuel out of the system as possible, so my idea for this, if I show you, change, because the actual fuel filters actually K2, it looks like on here, electric fuel pump, sorry, not fuel filter but fuel pump. It's K2 up in here. Now I make that K1 F13 K2, I would make that one there. There's a gap in that one. Yes, it's this one here. This is our fuel filter, so I'm going to get that out and then we'll try and run the engine. Right, so we have a relay and we have a 20 amp fuse on 13, as you can see here, electric fuel pump gasoline, which is on the same sort of bracket which we've now taken out. So now we'll run the car and hopefully it will just eventually die because it will run out of fuel. Because the engine no longer can switch over, so we can disconnect the battery now and then start disconnecting that fuel pump. The fuel pump we've got, brand new, and there's our new seal lid, which I guess is a replacement for that here. So yeah, let's start getting these off and see what's involved. Connected back up. The fuel filter will do later, but for now I want to make sure this pump works. Obviously when this is complete and the job's done, we need to reseal this onto here to stop fumes coming into the cabin, and then obviously all the carpet goes back and all the chairs. But for now I'm going to leave it open so we can see what's going on. So I'm going to put those that relay and the fuse back on, and then we'll start the car. Key in, and let the pump prime for a bit. Now let's go for a start. We've got the rear axle jacked up, the wheel off and the wheel cover off, and that allows us to gain access to this fuel filter in there. And in here we can disconnect these two pipes to hopefully pull it out. So it's time to do this fuel filter. Basically we've taken off the passenger side wheel, rear wheel, and the cover, and hidden in there
very old looking fuel filter. Might even be the original, who knows. It's a very tight area. I mean, yeah, how on earth you get that in and out successfully? It's certainly going to be a challenge. Obviously the hoses up top, they go through up there somewhere into the cabin. We'll release those, and that'll give us a bit of movement as well. The first thing to do, I suppose, is undo this bolt here and then start removing it. I'm trying to, at least anyway. Okay, so here you can see the old one, genuine Mercedes, which I guess has been in there since the car was built, 20 odd years old. This is the new one. You can't get these anymore from Mercedes, so this is a third party, made in China, so fingers crossed. But now we need to get this back in. You'll notice the breather hose is different, it's longer on this one, so that'll be interesting. Let's get this back in and get on with the challenge. So because the breather hose was obviously bigger on this replacement one, I've had to fashion a piece of hose here, use a clamp on it, and then use the original clamp on the other end. So we should be able to get this in place now. Starting to get somewhere with this. What a job though, eh? Okay, it was a challenge, but it's in, all connected up. It's a very small little hole that they fit this into, seriously. But hey ho, it's there. And as you can see, we're fitted back up in here now with these both hoses on. So we'll put the fuel pump relay and fuse back in, and we'll start her up and make sure she runs well. So she's running, we're just checking for any leaks. All looking good. Checking under here as well, make sure there's no leaks here. All looking good. So we'll put this all back together and obviously seal up this hole now so that we don't get no fumes coming into the cabin. that's the ML all back together now and all running, so I guess that is job done. Thanks guys, see you on the next video.